Basic electrical engineering. In this video, we are going to learn about some practical applications of heating effect of electric current. In the previous video, we have learned about the electricity bill calculation and some numerical problems are on thermal efficiency and electricity bill calculation and metal filament lamp. In this video, we are going to learn some more practical applications which is used in heating effect of electric current. These are some appliances used on the basic principle of this heating effect of electric current. Metal filament lamp, electric kettle, electric cooker, electric iron, space heater, geyser, infrared lamp. The first thing, that is metal filament lamp, we are already learned about that. And the second appliance, that is about electric kettle. After that, electric cooker. Next, electric iron, space heaters, geysers. Let's see how this electric kettle is working and its construction and working principle of that kettle and some the parts and functions of this kettle. Electric kettle. First of all, what is this electric kettle? An electric kettle is a device used to quickly heat water or for hot drinks like tea, coffee and varieties of teas and coffees. Overall, it is used for hot drink. This is a electrical kettle. Just observe these parts. It has some container made with some type of insulated steel. It has two chambers, upper and lower chambers. This upper chamber is filled with water or milk, and what the thing will have to heat, that is filled with that upper chamber, and the lower chamber is having the filament or the coil is to be placed. The handle is insulated to protect from shock. If the kettle is in still on condition, if we touch the handle, then we are not getting any shock. Because of that, it is made with some insulated material. And this is having, the lower chamber is having heating element. It is of tube type mostly. Heating element is nichrome wire embedded between two mica sheets. Nowadays, this type of plastics are durable plastics or stained steel is used to make some flasco models also. Overall, high resistance nichrome heating equipment is provided at the bottom of this kettle. It has a bimetallic strip Bimetallic strip means which is made of two different strips of metal. At the bottom there is an asbestos sheet to prevent the heating from going to the bottom and giving an insulation to the kettle. The ends of the heating elements are connected to two terminal pins of socket well insulated from the body. From this socket only we are giving electrical supply when our plug is on. Let's see the working. It works by converting electrical energy into heat energy when it is connected to this socket. What happened? The electrical current flows through the heating element and produce heat. Since the element is in the direct contact with cold water or cold milk like that, the heat is conducted into the water and heating the water. When the water or the liquid which reaches a boiling point, the steam produced heats up the bimetallic strip. The strip bends and breaks the circuit to prevent the flow of current through the element until the bimetallic strip cools down. They are designed with the power rating of 2 to 3 kilowatts at 230 volts supply. So we have to wait up to its boiling point. When the water reaches its boiling point, then what happened? It becomes very warm. Then the steam is produced. The steam produced heats up this bimetallic strip. Then the strip will bends and breaks the circuit. Because of that heat is enough. It reaches the boiling point already. No need to continuation of current in that circuit. That's why the strip bends and breaks the circuit, preventing the flow of current through the element up to how much it will happen up to the element until the bimetallic strip cools down. So automatically if it reaches its boiling point, it will automatically breaks the circuit. Otherwise what will happen? If this kettle is containing some milk like that, then just it will come out from the kettle and continue the boiling is takes place. Then all the milk is come to the floor also. It comes out from the container. So unnecessary the milk or the liquid will waste. That's why if it reaches its boiling point, automatically the circuit will breaks to prevent the flow of current through the element. So it has its rating. What is its boiling point like that? The manufacturer sets all the ratings. And it is designed with the power rating of 2 to 3 kilowatts at 230 voltages supply. Overall, it works by converting electrical energy into heat energy. When it is connected to the supply, electrical current flows through the heating element and produce heat. Here, this is a coil. When it is connected to the supply, electrical current flows through this heating element. Here the heat is produced. Since this heating element is directly contact with this cold water, then due to this heat element, what will happen? The heat transformation is taking place from the element to the water or the liquid. Then the heating the liquid will takes place. Okay, up to this it is fine. It is continuously heating. When this liquid is reaches its boiling point, then no need to go for further heat, right? So it has to stop its heating automatically. For this purpose only this bimetallic strip is used. When it reaches its boiling point, the steam produced heats up this metallic strip, then it automatically bends and breaks the circuit to preventing the further flow of current in that circuit, that is in that element. This is the working of this electric kettle. And to talk about the construction, it is completely made of some stainless steel. This complete body is made up of stainless steel. Here the heating element is nichrome. It is a high resistance element. It is used to provide at the bottom of this kettle, and at the same time it has a bimetallic strips, and this insulated hand is used to handling the kettle. When it is in on condition still, we are not getting any shock. Because of that, this handle is made with insulated material. That's why it gives very safety to us. This is a model of an electrical kettle. What is the purpose for this kettle? It is used to quickly, within fraction of some seconds, it heats water, or mainly it is used for making teas, coffees, green teas, like that. So many teas and so many models of coffees are now available in our latest trends, no? All the purpose it is used, and it is portable also. It is used in railways, in our travelings, when where the electrical power is available, then it is very comfort to use it instantly. We are getting hot water or hot tea or hot coffee, like that. This is a very good electric appliance. In this, under this asbestos sheet is also there to prevent the heat from going to the bottom. Means if this kettle is placed on a table, for example, if the asbestos sheet is not there, then the heat will continue to that table below the kettle. So to prevent for this type of purpose, we are used this asbestos sheet. It prevents to further going off the bottom and give an insulation also. Then it will never give any shocks or anything like that. Okay, the end of the heating elements are connected to two terminals of this socket, well insulated from the body of the kettle. From this socket only this is a socket for electrical supply. Overall, this kettle is having a top lid, spout. Spout is a way to pour that milk or tea in a glass. It is a shape, and handle is insulated to prevent from shock. Heating element is made with nichrome, and it is placed between two mica sheets, and the last one is asbestos sheet. This is about electric kettle. This is one type of heating effect of electric current application. Fine. If you understand this electric kettle, then we will move to the next, that is electric iron. This is a device almost all are know about this electric iron. It is a general household appliance used to press the clothes. Why we have to press the clothes? We have to press your uniform, our daily regular used clothes while we are used in our offices, colleges, schools to maintain dignity. It is used to press the wrinkles out of the clothes. It works on the basic that the combination of heat and pressure removes the wrinkles of clothes. And this iron box is of two types also. One is a non-automatical type and second one is a automatical type. So this is a iron box parts: sole plate, iron case, handle, heating element, cast iron, pressure plate, complete electric iron. Right? These are of two types, right? First one is what? Non-automatical type. It consists of two plates, namely sole plate and pressure plate, between which a nichrome heating element is provided. Every time we are used nichrome for heating element. So these are the different parts used in our iron box. This is a sole plate. The sole plate is a thick triangular shaped slab of iron that forms the base. The bottom surface and edges are heavily chromium plated to prevent it from rusting. And the next one is pressure plate. The pressure plate is generally called the top plate and the shape is same as that of sole plate. It has some holes through which the studs from the base plates passes through. The nuts are tightened. These two are having the same shapes. These are the pressure plates. The nuts are tightened to the studs in such a way that the pressure plate and sole plates are pressed tight against each other. And the next part is about what? Heating element. See, this is the heating element. The heating element is made of nichrome. We already studied that. In our kettle also the heating element is nichrome. It is having very high resistance. It is placed between sole plate and pressure plate. The heating element is wound over mica sheet like our kettle. The two ends of the nichrome bar are connected to the contact strips. The contact strips are connected to the terminals of the iron. Mica is very good insulating material and can withstand very high temperature. So the entire assembly of this mica sheet, nichrome wires or contact strips are riveted together, results in a mechanically sound and robust construction. And there is a asbestos sheet is also there. In previous also we are using this asbestos sheet in our electrical kettle. For what purpose? Which it separates and thermally insulates the top plate from the heating element. If we are not doing, if we are not placed the asbestos sheet, then what happen? The heat, the thermal capacity of the heating element is directly transferred to the surroundings. The cloths also burns. This asbestos sheet which separates and thermally insulates the top plate from the heating element. After that, covering plate is also there. It is made of thin sheets of iron. It is placed on the top of the base plate. Let's see, these are the some parts. The basic principle of electric iron is to convert the electrical energy into heat energy, with which cloths will be pressed. It has a chromium coated flat bottom surface. See, this is a sole plate. This is made with some chromium coated, and it receives heat from the heating element. And what is this purpose of this heat? This heat is used to press to iron the cloths. Here, see, this is a nichrome strip. It is used as heating element, and it is placed in between two mica sheets. It is placed over the base plate to transfer the heat. And the next is asbestos sheet. It is placed over the heating element. It gives good insulation thermally. It prevents the flow of current into the upper portion. If it is not placed, then this was not insulated. Then if we touch the top position, if we touch its iron box handle, then we will get shock. The current will flow through that. Because of that, the current comes into upper portion. That's why, to prevent this type of things, this asbestos sheet is used. To pressing the cloths, definitely we have to touch its handle and press that iron with our cloths. At that moment, if that asbestos is not placed, then it comes into upper position. That's why. Right, next the pressure plate. The pressure plate is made of this cast iron. It clamps the heating element to the sole plate. Orally, we are see two types of plates, sole plate and pressure plates. These two are having same equal size. In between these two plates only, this heating element is placed. So electric iron also consists a heat plate to fix the terminals, a top cover to hide all the parts, and the handle is used to hold this iron on the cloths, right? So definitely it is made of some ebonite. It is a insulated material. If we touch its handle, then we never get shock. Sometimes it is made with either wood or plastic also. The handle is attached to the cover plate by means of screw. So overall, our non-automatic electric working principle is that same. The working principle is same for the non-automatic iron box and automatic iron box. Here I am just telling about the non-automatic. After that we will see the automatic. The basic principle of this electrical iron is that what? When current is passes through the heating element, it gets red hot and transfers heat to the base plate through conduction. The bottom of the base plate thus heated up. By pressing the heated base plate on the cloths, the wrinkles of that cloths can be removed. Okay. And the next type is of what? Automatical electric iron. These are all the common features for these two types, for automatic and non-automatic. In automatic, what is special? Let's we look. In addition to the above essential parts, it consists of the thermostat. So automatic iron, this automatic electric iron consists another part, that is thermostat. A thermostat is a bimetallic strip consists of two different metals. Bonded together. The two metals have a different coefficient of expansion. When such a strip is heated, the unusual expansion causes the strip to bend and break the electric circuit. Thus, supply to the heating element is temporarily stopped. When the temperature reduces, the bimetallic strip becomes flat and closes the circuit and current flows through the heating element. Just by using this thermostat, we are adjusting the heat. When cool, the bimetallic strip is flat. The iron heats up one of the metallic strips, expands more than the other, then causing the strips to bend and break the electric circuit. If we are not break like that, then the heavy heat is passed through these cloths. Cloths will sometimes tear and sometimes burn. To prevent this type of small accidents, this type of automatic electric iron thermostats are here used. This thermostat is a bimetallic strip. Bimetallic strips means it consists of two different metals bonded together. The two metals have a different coefficients of expansions. If our iron box is getted more heated, for example, then the electricity is continuous, the circuit is continuous, the heating element become more heat. Then if we separate that much heat to the cloths, then it will tear and it will burn. So we have to see that and stop it by checking its temperature, all those things, if it is non-automatic. But in this case of this automatic, if it reaches this boiling point, like a kettle also like this model, if it reaches the boiling point of that liquid, like that, here also the heating element, if it reaches high heat, then what happen, the strip is heated, then usual expansion causes the strip to bend and break the electrical circuit. Thus, the supply to the heating element is temporarily stopped. If we are not stopped, then heating element is on working condition when the current is flowing continuously. So before that, this bimetallic strip is used to stop or to discontinue the flow of current into heating element when it reaches a high heat. When it is temporarily stopped, then the temperature reduce after some time when we press the cloths. Then one more time, up to that the biometric strip will bend and it stops the flow of current to the heating element. When the bimetallic strip temperature reduced heating element, then the bimetallic strip becomes flat and close the circuit and current flows through the heating element. So what is the necessity of here thermostat? The thermostat arises due to the fact that for certain types of cloth such as silk, linen, viscose rayon, like that type of cloths. It is very thin cloths. It is some thin type of layer, right? It has very thin, so it requires very low temperatures. If we are pressing the cloths like wool, cotton, like that type of cloths, it requires high temperatures. Depend upon the material of that cloth, sometimes we require high temperature, sometimes we require low temperature. With this type of with the help of this type of thermostat only, we have to provide the required temperature to control it automatically. That's why if the thermostat is there, then that type of iron box is called the automatic electric iron. If the thermostat is not provided, then it is normal iron. Remaining all the pots, all the things are same. Automatic and non-automatic iron boxes are having the same sole plate, pressure plate, heating element, cover plate, handles. All the things are as it is, and its working principle is also having the same. But in addition to this, this is the extra, that is thermostat. Because of that, nowadays we are getting different varieties of cloths. So many names are coming into picture. Rayon, viscose rayon, some silk, nylon, like that type of very thin cloths are also available, right? So this is about this electric iron. Overall, these are the different parts of our electric iron. It is used to press the cloths. Another application we look through is infrared lamps. In our previous video, we are learned about this metal filament lamp. This is another model, that is infrared lamp. What is this infrared lamp? It is an electrical device which emits infrared radiation and is commonly used for heating. These lamps are commonly incandescent lamps which are covered with a red infrared fitting made of silicon. It consists of a tungsten filament lamp. The heat radiation produced by the heating element or passes through red colored infrared filter made up of silicon. Let's see the construction. It consists of a tungsten filament lamp. The heat radiation produced by the heating elements are passed through red colored infrared filter made up of silicon, right? The filter, what is the purpose for this filter? The filter emits the heat radiation at the frequency at infrared radiation. They use low amount of energy and having the ability to heat quickly. These have many applications, including curing, coatings, cookings, and preparing plastics, like that. It has so many applications. It is especially used in medical field for the treatment of pains and sprains in the human body or nervous disorders. In operation theaters, hospitals, it is mainly used lamp. By using its radiation, they are doing some operations, and it is used in some treatments of pains and some disorders. What's its working? Infrared light is a wavelength of energy that is invisible to human eye. The waves near infrared are used to transmit data in electronics. For example, a remote control may use a particular wavelength of near infrared to communicate with a receiver. We all are used our TV remotes like that. So many equipments we are having remotes. These lamps also generate intense heat and contain a significant amount of pressure also. The prolonged high intensity infrared radiation causes severe burns to the skin. So it is used in curing some diseases. Sometimes it is used in cancer treatments like that also. Here it is covered with a red light of infrared rays, fitting made of some silicon type of material. A filter is also there to emit this heating radiation at some frequency of infrared radiations. What is the specialty for this? It use very low amount of energy but having the ability to give heat quickly. These have many applications for this purpose only. Sometimes it is used for coatings. If they are painting some machine equipments with some coatings, then if we apply this infrared lamp on that coating, then it will dry quickly. And sometimes it is used for cooking, and in plastic industry it has more applications, and medical treatments also it is having more applications. Overall, it is works on the basic principle of heating effect of electrical current. Here it is having some wavelength of energy, but this wavelength is not visible to our human eyes. These waves are infrared and it is used to transfer data in electrons. A remote control may use a particular application wavelength of near infrared to communicate with a receiver. So overall, this type of lamps what will they give? They give intense heat and contain a significant amount of pressure also. So it is used to cure some pains on the human body also. The prolonged high intense infrared radiations, it cause very severe burns to the skin. So you have to take care. The doctors will take care of this while using on the human body treatments. Mostly in so many operations, this type of infrared lamps are used nowadays. Okay, up to now we are learned about this metal filament lamp and this kettle and iron. Okay, and infrared lamp. Like that, so many applications are also there. We will take three different type of appliances and we will study the appliance about its working, construction, all those things. Now in this video we are learned about how many types? Three types, that is of electric kettle, iron box and this infrared lamp. Here the electric kettle and the infrared lamp, both the heating element is what? Nichrome. This nichrome is used as heating element. In the next class we are also observed about this cooker and space heaters and geysers, right? In this we are studied about electric kettle. These are having two chambers. One is a upper heat chamber and second is a lower heat chamber. This upper chamber is made in with some insulated steel. It having some place to fill that liquid. The lower chamber is having heating element. Next, electric iron. It is used to press the cloths. These are the parts of our electric iron box. It is of two types. One is non-automatic and second one is automatic. The difference between these automatic and non-automatic is a thermostat. What is the heating element? Here we are used nichrome is used as heating element. This is a sole plate and this is a pressure plate. In between this nichrome element is placed and it is completely shielded with mica sheets. And under a asbestos sheet is also used and this is the handle. This is complete iron box. This base plate and this all these plates are made with cast iron. These are the different parts available. After that, infrared lamp. Here this red infrared radiation is used. It is mostly commonly used for heating. Iron box is commonly used for pressing the cloths. Kettle is commonly used for hot drinks, hot water, hot tea, coffee, like that. Okay. These are the infrared lamps. It is having some applications in medical treatments, and industry level paintings, coatings, and curing some diseases, and preparing plastics like that. Okay, in the next class we will see few more appliances, heater, geyser, like that. You go through textbook one more time, just read about the kettle, iron box, and infrared lamp. Hope you understand this. Thank you, and thank you for watching this.